Welcome to Rio 360. I'm Marissa Chavez. Thank you for joining us.
And I'm Frank Seijas. Let's get right to that team coverage on Las Choriceras with news correspondent Estefany Cardenas.
Hey Roadrunners, this is Estefany Cardenas reporting from the Owl Tower Breezeway. I have Las Choriceras behind me with their bold fusion of contemporary and traditional Latin music.
Originated in Los Angeles, California, Las Choriceras incorporate traditional mariachi instruments into their music, creating a regional alternative Mexican-American sound. Rio Hondo students showed up and showed out for this event hosted by the Division of Arts, Business, and Cultural Programs to enjoy the Choriceras' passionate performance.
Incredible, it's amazing, remarkable, because it's not always you have that experience.
Students hope to see more events like this in the future as it gives them a break from the school stress and allows them to connect with different cultures. Las Choriceras spoke a little bit on where their name came from.
Toluca, Mexico culture. That is where the chorizo is famous. And all the women there are called choriceras, all the men are called choriceros, and I was born there. So I wanted to bring a little bit of that culture to LA.
Their mission statement, although it changes frequently, this is the true foundation of what they stand for.
I think that the fact that we're all women is very powerful. I want it to be a very feminine energy. I want people to feel like the chingonaness of Las Choriceras.
This is Estefany Cardenas reporting for El Paisano TV.
Thank you, Estefany, for that coverage of Las Choriceras. That was some wonderful music.
Now moving along to the shop talk with Edwin Ramos on the scene.
Welcome everyone, this is Edwin Ramos, and today we will be talking about the Legacy Plus shops here at the L Tower at Rio Hondo College. The Legacy Shop Talk was held on April 17th and involved focusing on issues about men of color and other male experiences that people may not know of. At the entrance to this event, there was 2 sign-up sheets for students who attended. One sheet to go into the event and another for students who would like to get a haircut.
Like clockwork, social media was closed.
People who signed up for the event also got a free Raising Cane's meal to enjoy while there. Entering the room, there were barbers inside who had their setup ready to go. The host of this shop talk was Ashton McLaurin, who expressed how he wants to build healthy relationships as a man.
Also, so the event, it's cutting here. It's kind of a combination event, right? So we're doing a healthy masculinity group, right? So while I give this presentation on how we can develop healthy characteristics or have healthy characteristics as men to lead into healthier relationships, we're also doing the haircuts, the free haircuts.
Throughout McLaurin's talk, students received their haircut and also listened to what he had to say about expressing emotions as a man. At the end of the event, a QR code was used to give students a chance to write about their thoughts of the talk and what they also found interesting while there. This was Edwin Ramos from the El Paisano Media at Rio Hondo College reporting.
Much appreciated, Edwin.
It's that time of the year again for the annual Blessing of the Animals, where Wendy Garcia covered the event.
Here on Almendarez Street, the practice of blessing animals has become an annual tradition. This tradition first began as a way for early settlers to bless their livestock in order to get agricultural success.
Directly across from Union Station in downtown Los Angeles is the historic Almendarez Street. Almendarez Street was one of the first settlements in El Pueblo de Los Angeles, which is now known as the Los Angeles area. Almendarez Street has become a popular tourist attraction for its vibrant ethnic and religious roots. It is home to mercado-style shops, known as puestos, and a courtyard for events and entertainment. On April 19th, Almendarez Street welcomed all animals for the annual tradition of blessing the animals. The ceremony consisted of Archdiocese Jose Gomez showering animals with holy water. The practice of blessing animals has been an ongoing tradition here at Almendarez Street. This tradition first began as a way of blessing livestock for agricultural success. The blessing drew in plenty of animals of all types, such as pets and livestock. Blessing attending Josh shared his prior experience and knowledge with us here today.
I know it originally started in Mexico. I once had my dog blessed, so I understand the ceremony, how long it can take, or just how amazing it can be as well. So that's basically the gist of my experience with the blessings of animals.
Since the event was for animals, there was also a non-profit group such as Best Friends there to educate attendees on adoption and fostering. This event occurs annually on the day before Easter here at Almendarez Street, and all are welcome to attend. This is Wendy Garcia for El Paisano newspaper signing off.
Thank you, Wendy. That was exciting.
Now on to our own Marissa Chavez with the Rio Source Room.
Hi, Roadrunners. Today we're outside Student Services for Rio Source, where students with an ID number can pick up groceries and essential items that they may need.
Located in the upper quad in front of the I Love Rio sign, students can access the Student Services building that is next to the Student Union. Inside Student Services, students can find the Rio Source Room, open Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. through 7 p.m. and Friday at 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. Some services they provide include housing referrals, food assistance, computer lab, and a study lounge, plus additional services. With a Rio Honda student ID, students are able to get one free snack for the entire day. Students can also pick up everyday necessities such as body wash, shampoo, conditioner, and feminine products. Rio Source can also help students apply for CalFresh. We asked students Jose and Sweet Creedy what their favorite thing about Rio Source is.
I really like the Rio Source because it allows people to get groceries up to 9 items per day. Which is insane to think because it's a great opportunity to have.
Yes, of course, because they have like the various snacks that we have an option to choose, and it's really healthy and stuff. So yeah.
If ever on campus and you need a snack or any essential item, you can go ahead and stop by Student Services for the Rio Source.
That was very informative. Thanks for that, Marissa.
Start your engines with a sneak peek into the Long Beach Grand Prix with Christopher Villaseñor.
This weekend, the streets of Long Beach transformed into a high-octane racetrack as Acura celebrated the 50th running of the iconic Long Beach Grand Prix. With many festivities happening this weekend, a mainstay every year is the convention, where convention-goers had the chance to be surrounded by many different booths like Firestone's fun interactive simulation racing, different cars, and even some fun, wacky things like the dancing dog robot. When talking to Christopher Bishop on his favorite parts about the convention, he said,
"Oh yeah, it's great. It's nice to get out of the heat, walk around, see the sights, see the whole history of the event and everything. It's great. Love what they do here."
With it being the Long Beach Grand Prix's 50th anniversary, one exhibit that was featured was the history, with a timeline of different posters and race winners. IndyCar racers from the past and present also took time out of their busy schedules to connect with fans by taking pictures and signing autographs, like past racer Paul Tracy and current drivers Alexander Rossi and Christian Rasmussen. Another famous driver on the grid, Pato O'Ward, also had a meet and greet at his own booth, where many people crowded him just to get a photo and even an autograph. Vendors were also present, selling different items from paintings to even motorcycles. This concluded another eventful weekend at the Long Beach Grand Prix convention. I'm Christopher Villaseñor from El Paisano Media, signing off.
Okay, my name is Esmeralda Mondragon. My major is child development and I'm a sophomore. My site that I'm assigned to is K through 12 and I tutor online students from elementary. My duties consist of making sure that they stay on track and motivating them to keep working hard. My experience was really good. At first I was nervous like always, but once I got the hang of it, I knew that it was a great opportunity that helped me develop my skills. I would recommend the College Corps program because it is a new environment where students can work on to not only help them improve skills that they need for their major, but also help them gain a new community. My favorite memory is when we went to Santa Barbara with everyone in College Corps, and I got to meet a lot of new people, and throughout the year we were able to develop a friendship that not only helped us network, but we were able to develop a greater friendship.
Today we had the Second Chances Resource Fair hosted by RISE Scholars, where students can get an opportunity to further their education.
The RISE Scholars program members welcomed Rio Honda students as they began to enter the event. The wide variation of groups and helpful resources being showcased can help those who need a second chance finally receive their second chance. We talked to Student Services Assistant for RISE Scholars, Estefany Delgado, about what the significance of the event is.
This event is important to host to create awareness for the RISE Scholars program here on campus. This month, April, we're celebrating Second Chance Month, which is basically a month that is recognized nationwide for our reentry community coming out of, prison, jail, to be able to create a fair chance for these individuals to have resources in higher education and also in the workforce and job place and stuff. Yeah.
Students had the opportunity to register for different services. The thorough explanation of each booth allowed students to find the right one to receive the help appropriate for their situation. There are several great resources that are originally found throughout Whittier available during this event, such as job and housing opportunities. Aside from getting help, attendees were able to enjoy tacos and quesadillas while discovering the event, as well as enjoying the music. This is Aaliyah Avila with Paisano Media, signing off.
Way to go passing that finish line, Christopher.
Let's move and groove with Open Mic Night alongside Esmeralda.
Hi Roadrunners, today we're here at the Rio Hondo Cafe. We're going to have a songwriters open mic showcase where students are allowed to express themselves and show themselves through songwriting.
I don't live in like me, but some type of world where...
This event was organized by Professor Amy Gordon for the songwriting and technician class. She explained what the event purpose is.
For today, the students that you're going to hear and that are helping set up are the students enrolled in the songwriting and arranging classes. And they have been working on original songs all semester. And I decided to put on kind of a informal, more like a coffee shop open mic so that they can get some practice.
The event was hosted at the Rio Cafe for all students, staff, and faculty to enjoy. This was actually the first time that the songwriting and technician class has hosted an event like this. Next, we spoke to Villanueva, a student of the songwriting and technician class, who performed an original piece.
The track is called Currents on Currents. The idea is kind of about all the synchronicities that have to come into play, from the stars to the atoms and everything in between. I would describe it more as like tuning into yourself, and then that tunes into everything else, if that makes sense.
Students that were in attendance during this event were cheering on one another. This is Esmeralda from Paisano Media, signing off.
Thank you, Esmeralda. That was groovy.
Moving to the streets of LA, we go to Omar Lopez.
Welcome to El Fado Plaza, a indoors flea market. As you first enter, you are greeted by delicious food choices and snacks to satisfy your hunger as you roam the different shops and locations. One of those snacks being churros. Who doesn't love churros? One of the most popular food choices is Guadalajara tacos, a community favorite.
I like when they recognize me, you're here, you know, like,
yeah.
So I already know most of the customers, and we talk like we're family.
With other food items that are deeper within the flea market.
Aside from the wide variety of food that they provide here, they also have a large selection of different stores, whether that be clothes, toys, or even grocery items. They have everything you need right here.
With a wide selection of items to choose from, they provide household essentials like lotion, hair gel, and wipes, to pots made from clay and laundry items, all for great prices. They also provide a good variety of house decorations with more decorative pots and statues.
Vengan a conocer el Swami de la Alameda. Todos los días está abierto, menos los martes. Los martes sí, tómenlo para descansar. Pero todo el resto de la semana. Está abierto, traigan a la familia, traigan a los niños, vengan a comprar todo lo que necesiten y a distraerse porque se hacen eventos grandes también.
This flea market not only provides great items, but also memories to make with your family. This has been Omar Lopez from Paisano TV, signing out.
Very heartwarming, Omar.
That's all the news we got for you today at Rio 360. This has been Marissa Chavez with
Frank Seijas.
And don't forget, Roadrunners, to follow us at Paisano Media on Instagram, X, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
Make sure to stay tuned for future news. We'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.